Hello, poodle. That's cute. So you guys are going to have to use your imagination with this one because all we have are oh my gosh, these cats are far too cute. I hope I'm going to be able to read without looking at this. Okay. All right. This is the adventures of Max and Indy. Max and Indy go to the vet. Soundtrack. All right. So Sammy and Sydney decided it was time to take Max and Indy to the vet for a checkup. The kittens hadn't been to the doctor since they left the animal shelter on adoption day. Indy was nervous about leaving the comfort of home and riding in a car, but Max was just excited to see what was outside the front door. Sammy tried to put Max in his carrier, but he was just too excited to sit still, so they left the house with his head sticking out of it. Oh, it's a baby. Oh my god, okay, sorry. Indy, on the other hand, was too nervous about the ride in the car to poke her head out of the carrier, so she just curled up in a ball in the back of hers. When the family arrived at the clinic, they were taken to the exam room to wait for the vet. Sammy and Sydney opened the cat's carrier so Max and Indy could get out and explore the room while they waited. Max was very excited and started checking everything out, but Indy was still a little scared to be away from home, so she stayed curled up in her carrier. Finally, when the vet came in to see them and start the exam, since Max was already out exploring the vet said he could go first. The vet looked at his eyes. Where's your eyes? Okay. Their ears. Okay. His mouth, and then he felt his stomach and his neck. He said everything looked okay, but he still needed to check his temperature before the exam could be done. The vet looked at Max and said, "This may be a little uncomfortable, buddy, but it won't hurt." Then put the thermometer under Max's tail and took his temperature. "All done," the vet said. "All right, now it's Indy's turn." The vet reached into Indy's carrier and placed her on the exam table. He checked her ears, her eyes, mouth, stomach, and neck, just like he did Max. But when he was getting ready to take Indy's temperature, Max stepped in front of Indy and meowed loudly at the vet. Who's going to meow loudly? That needs to be a button in the new book. Like, meow. Okay. Max and Indy was still a little nervous about being there, and he didn't think she would be as calm as when he took the temperature. The vet chuckled and said, "I see we have a protective brother here. Don't worry, Max, I won't hurt you. I didn't hurt you, and I'm not going to hurt your sister either." And with that, the vet took Indy's temperature. The vet was right. Indy was fine, and both of their checkups went well. Cindy gave each of the cats a treat for being so good at the vet before helping them back in their carriers, while Sammy filled out the paperwork in front of the desk. On the way home, Max popped his head out of the carrier so he could look out the window and watch all the people as they drove by, but Indy stayed cuddled up in the back of hers. When the family arrived home, Indy couldn't wait to get out of the carrier and run to her favorite spot on the crouching post. Max, who was exhausted from all the excitement of the day, followed soon behind to take a nap and dreamt of what new adventures they would have tomorrow. The end. See, the vet's not that bad after all. It's actually quite fun. Look at them at their scratching post. And then okay. Explain this again.